because, at the seminar, we were allowed to stay in that state.
Yeah.
And while we were processing. So how does that work on the phone? Do you just let people stay there?
I do not drop people on the floor because they're sitting to begin with.
Yeah.
They're sitting on their couches or whatever, chairs, or they lay down.
Yes.
And secondly, it's not my intention that people fall down. I don't have that intention.
But what if they're just, like I said,
Yeah,
kind
they
of in a
process.
state?
You have to allow them to process.
You just leave them and don't
Yeah.
say anything?
Yeah.
Okay.
If you say it once or twice and they're not there, you just let them be.
Okay.
And I usually, I check muscle check, or with the windows. Okay, no opening. All right, are you still there? Yes, I am. So frequency 1 is an amazing tool to wake people up. I have a session in the office. People are in trance, and I had this guy showed up and. He said, I don't remember what it was, something about his career. I was counseling him on what to do. So he's sitting there and saying, I don't know what to do. I don't have very, burning desires for anything. And I just sent him 21. He looked at me like that, and he fell into a deep sleep or trance or whatever it was. And I'm sitting there, and he's not responsive. So I'm like, what do I do next? He's processing. So I decided I'll go where he is, and I'm not that visual normally, but I can paint what I see, but I cannot really see like some people do. So I'm just like, yeah, let me follow where he is. So I'm sitting there, and I see the elephant dancing, and I see the Indian girls doing something like that, and there was like the whole big scene, and then I'm like 40 minutes later. Okay, I've seen that, I've done that, I've given him all I could, it's time to wake up. So frequency 1, I remember. He's like, wow. What happened? I'm like, you were in deep trance. I said, what happened? And I said, this is what I saw, and this is what I was doing. And he said, oh, I am of Indian origin. And he didn't look Indian to me. And yes, we had this whole thing in the family and dancing, and the whole thing with the girls and dancing was actually part of his heritage. And he said, I actually love dancing, I should go dancing, like, good for you. So it was a very interesting session when frequency 21 knocked somebody down, not me. People can go to trance with me, when I work, but that was not even me. I just started it, like, he came in, was a little bit stressed. So I'm like, here is the frequency for you. So, and it was a big challenge for me because I'm a doer and I want to do stuff, right? And then I'm learning not to do stuff all the time and give people some space. So I don't remember who says that, but I think it was Richard at some point. Richard Bartlett said, you're not a doer, you're a door. Open the door, let them come through. And I like this analogy because it helps me to remember that we're not doing anything. So what I'm doing now, I'm just standing or sitting or whatever I'm doing with the client, and I have this mantra: I'm just the channel of love. I'm just the channel of love. I'm just the channel of love. And it really helps me disconnect from a list of things that I'm planning on doing, because we should not have any agendas. This is what the clipboard for. When people say, I have this pain, I have that problem, and I need my relationship back, and what I had a client yesterday. I want him back. Like, are you really want him back, or you want a relationship? No, I want him back. Okay, let's look into this. Oh, he didn't do this, he didn't do that, and I didn't like that, and he didn't have any money to do anything, and blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, okay, so do you want him back? Yes, I want him back. That's the best thing that ever happened to me. I'm like, okay. I cannot have an agenda. I'm like, what do you think? She says. I'm like, what I think, this relationship is an idea. It's not a relationship. Ideally, that would have been wonderful if he would be for you what you want him to be for you. But I don't see it happening. So you have an ideal, and you're living with a real person. These two things do not match. But it's not my relationship. So I cannot sit there and matrix her new relationship. I don't think so. Because she's going to have a new relationship, and she would hate it. she needs to arrive to this idea, what she wants in her life,
Yeah.
right? So we cannot have an agenda.